Better put my goggles on. All right. I won't get bugs in my eyes. What's up, guys? Got Dave here, and I just wanted to talk about the difference in cost between crashing various kinds of bikes. And because I was watching a video the other day, and Cycle Cruiser was talking about how he thinks that like the Dual Sport is like a perfect bike to start with because it's the cheapest one, as far as like if you crash that bike, it's really not going to cost you all that much. And I wanted to talk about that because I think the next kind of bike that would be like the next more expensive would be like a naked bike. You know, like my Duke 690, that would definitely cost more if I crashed it than the Beta 500 would if I crashed that one. So I think that's like next. And then after that, I would have to say like a sport bike. You know, like if I crashed the RC8, that'd probably be pretty expensive. And then after that, I would think like an adventure bike or a cruiser. And you wouldn't think, you know, like when I first, like I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know what? A cruiser is actually the most expensive of all of them to crash. And you wouldn't think so, like when you first like think about it, you wouldn't be like, dude, a cruiser? Like what the heck? But I'll give you a couple examples. And the first example that I think about like right off the bat is Harley Davidson. Dude, if you had a Harley and you crashed that bike, you know how much that would cost you? Dude, it would be like a fortune, man, because like I think like the paint and the chrome and like everything that Harley Davidson sells like is super expensive. It's like top dollar, man. And to rebuild that bike as good as new, like just like it was before you ever laid it down or crashed it or whatever, with like genuine Harley parts, dude, it would cost you a fortune, man. I guarantee it. And the second example that I can think about is even if it's not a Harley Davidson, there was a guy up at the Rock store and he had a Victory cruiser. It was like a V-twin. I mean, it looked basically like, you know, V-twin cruiser. It looked like a Harley, but it was a Victory. Flat black, looked really cool. And he was getting on the freeway and I guess there was water on the road. And when he hit the one of the painted lines that was wet, he washed out. He just like low-sided to the right, and you wouldn't think that it would really be that big of a deal. And the insurance paid for it, so for him it really wasn't that big of a deal. But it was $6,000 worth of damage. $6,000. You know, like I wouldn't think that. You know, I don't know what the bike was worth, you know, probably 20 something, I would think 20 or more, but you know, otherwise they would have totaled it out. Like if it was the Duke 690 with $6,000 worth of damage, they'd probably total that bike out because it's only a $10,000 bike. So I'm thinking it's probably at least, you know, like 15, 18, you know, it's probably an expensive bike. But still, you know, it's like, damn, that's like $6,000. That's insane, man. You know, and I'm sure a Harley would be $6,000, maybe even more. So that's crazy, man. So that's, I'm thinking, you know, like you're better off just start off with a Dual Sport, because it's like, not only is it easier to ride just because it's lighter weight, you know, you could just be like dirt, and it's upright sitting position, so it's like, it's not like a crotch rocket or something that you got to get used to. You know, you can just cruise around, basically feels like you're sitting like a bicycle on your Dual Sport. And then if you do crash, it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg to get that bike fixed back up. You know, it'll just be like a cheap learner bike. That's why I started out with a WR250. That's why that was the first bike that I opted for. Besides the fact that I had only done off-road. So I definitely wanted to, you know, just stick with something that felt like a dirt bike, so I wouldn't have to get used to the riding position like I would have if I got like a crotch rocket or something. But I just figured I would talk about that. Yeah, just let you know what I think as far as what's the most expensive versus the least expensive bike to crash. So let me know what you think about all that. Leave me a comment and I will talk to you in the next video. Peace. There are stink bugs everywhere, dude. I'm always like really careful not to run over them too. Oh, there goes another one. Dude, they're like everywhere. Since I'm kicking it, I'll lower my seat. That is the coolest thing that I just got for this bike, is the automatic seat post, dude. By D&M. It you just tell them what size your your seat post is, and they send you one that like it just slides in. You do the quick release, and then you run the cable, and it's automatic, man. I ran the cable really nice too, like through the frame and then back out right there and up to the bars. I did a nice job, so it's like really cool. Makes it nice though, so now I don't have to get off the bike to adjust the seat anymore. Look at this, they're all like hanging out. I'm gonna get closer so you guys can actually see. There are stink bugs everywhere, look at them all. That dude's digging. He's like, what's up, dude? I'm digging. Digging. Oh, he's... See, that's what they do when they get scared. They stick their butt up in the air like that. Look at them all, man. Freaking everywhere. Oh, he's getting scared. I've never been sprayed by a stink bug, so I don't know what to expect. Yo, dude, I am like so hooked up right now. I got my brand new pedals on here. The freaking Odyssey Tom Dugan pedals. Clear. In clear. And dude, they like just are so hooked up. It's insane. I haven't slipped a pedal yet. Hopefully I didn't speak too soon and freaking jinx myself because I'm not wearing my my shin protectors. Love the way this bike feels, man. Whoa, that was crazy. I lost the front end. Yep. Oh. Too much fun, man.